Kanpur for medical evidence to Delhi, and the reasons for not taking into account all that was, and naming the or recording the FIR as it was at that time. So I think, and by the way, supplementary FIRs can also be registered, as in this case, the name has been added. So it could have been added. Later on, the name could have been excluded in the investigation. So I think it's safer for police to go by the book of the law, the spirit of the law, letter of the law, and then seek justice. Because police is there to do justice to the situation and not save or accuse. That's the domain of the courts.
As a former IPS officer, how important is that FIR when it's first filed? Does it have a bearing? And as you said, supplementary FIRs can also be added. How does the case become strong with that first FIR itself?
First FIR has a very high evidentiary value, but it can be an innocent situation where you may not know and you may not insert a name wrongly. So remember, it's the intention. It's the intention which happens. At that time, there is no information who has done it. You record an FIR as it is, but as soon as you know, you record a supplementary FIR. It has a very high evidentiary value. It is. Remember, it's always the intention behind any work which the police does.
And in this particular case, it was a Lamborghini. Not many people in this country own that kind of Lamborghini. In Kanpur also, very few people would be having a Lamborghini. The registration plates were there. It could have been easily traced.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So that whatever you can do, as soon as incident happens, whether it's the accused or the medical evidence or the confiscation of the vehicle or the statements of the witnesses or the recall of all the evidence which is on CCTV cameras, and you videograph the witnesses right away, the more urgent, more close it is to the incident, higher the evidentiary value for the courts. Because the courts will review all the videos according to the new law. You can videograph everything. So now you can produce those videographs in time. It's real time. So when it's real-time investigation, it certainly has more value. Real-time FIR, real-time CCTV, real-time recording of statements, real-time videographs, real-time medical evidence. So real-time saves a lot of time also of the judges, of the courts in trial. Otherwise, all this goes into arguments for and against, and then that's where the accused get the benefit of doubt.
Now, you have spoken about the kind of procedure that is there. How important is there for the medical test? Because that medical test is something that crucially seemed to have missed the entire opportunity to have that strong FIR.
Yes, it will need now more and more of forensics, because now these urine samples and the blood sample after 4 days, how relevant, how credible, how scientifically proven it would be, whether there were traces of alcohol or not, or the man was epileptic or not, or any other disease, or a heart attack. All this now, see, as I said, it is a lot of pressure now on the medical evidence. So now more evidence of the doctor's time, more time of the doctor. Had it been done, this matter should have been sorted out within the same day, investigation. But now this trial will take you months and years. And then by the time public memory being short, he would probably get the benefit of doubt, because he'll have army of very packed lawyers on one side, and on the other hand, he will have the prosecutors on the other side. But then prosecutors is not just one case at a time. Prosecutors are overwhelmed with lots of other cases as well.
Right. Thank you, Kiran Bedi, for in fact joining with News9 and giving your perspective on this. Very crucial, in fact. Kiran Bedi saying that the first FIR is very important. It in fact carries a sense of immediacy as well, and also how the police could have in fact carried out. Now the question is, the delays would be something that would be lost on with regard to the medical aspects of it, and also interestingly enough, the questions being raised about why was the person in fact immediately shifted out from Kanpur to Delhi for a medical emergency. Why was the person kept in Delhi when the accident was here in Kanpur, and also why the initial the FIR lacked certain sense of aspects that in fact ensured that the case would be in strike. Let's in fact listen to what the DCP had to say after the arrest was made.
देखिए, सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि वो कानपुर आया हुआ है। इस सूचना के आधार पर हमारी टीमों ने कार्रवाई करते हुए उसको गिरफ्तार किया और गिरफ्तार करके माननीय न्यायालय में प्रस्तुत किया गया है।
कितनी टीमें लगी थी इसमें?
5 टीमें गठित की गई थी। उन टीमों ने प्रयास करके गिरफ्तारी कर ली।
क्या कुछ बताया?
देखिए, पुलिस की कार्रवाई में विवेचना में समग्र तथ्य प्रकाश में आ चुके हैं कि एक्सीडेंट के वक्त शिवम मिश्रा ही गाड़ी चला रहा था और उसमें आवश्यक अग्रिम कार्रवाई की जा रही है।
जिस ये गाड़ी जब तुम चला रहे थे, तुम्हारे मालिक बगल में बैठे थे क्या? क्या हो गया था उनको?
दौड़ा पड़ गया था।
दौड़ा पड़ गया था। तुम्हें कैसे पता चला कि उनको दौड़ा पड़ा?
एकदम से उनके हाथ पैर वगैरह कांपने लग गया और ये मेरी तरफ गिर गए थे, बेहोश होके मेरे ऊपर गिर गए।
हाँ, तो तुमने पहले फिर जब उनको दौरा पड़ा तुमको कैसे पता चला और तुमने किसको बुलाया?
नहीं, मैंने किसको भी नहीं बुलाया। जो पीछे जो गाड़ी आई,
फिर उनको कहाँ ले गए?
ये नहीं पता।
इस गाड़ी के शीशा तोड़ने किसने निकाला था?
बाउंसर ने
निकाला। तो आप कहाँ था उस टाइम?
उनको एकदम से दरवाजा उन्होंने खोले, मैं नीचे की तरफ आ गया।
गाड़ी शीशा किस तरफ था?
राइट साइड का।
किस तरफ का टूटा था? साइड बताइए, किस तरफ का?
राइट साइड का।
ड्राइवर साइड पे बताओ। राइट साइड।
Well, that was in fact the driver who had moved the petition, saying that he was behind the wheels. He was in fact saying that he was the one who was there, and he did see the owner of that vehicle, Shivam Mishra, suffer from epilepsy. The claim that he has in fact put in, but it has been rejected by the court. And the police saying that when they had got the information that Shivam Mishra had come to Kanpur, they had a team go and arrest him, and he's been brought in. The procedure for the arrest is being carried out. The procedural formalities are also being carried out as of now we speak. Shivam Mishra has been arrested by the police. Shivam Mishra is wanted for an accident that happened in Kanpur with related to his Lamborghini. The Kanpur Lamborghini crash case in which 6 people were in fact injured as Shivam is said to have gone ahead and driven his car into the side of the divider and also hitting people who were on the roadside, and this resulted in 6 of them being injured. Now questions being raised as to why there was a procedural delay and lapses in several cases, especially when it comes to his arrest. Though the police in fact did go ahead and said that Shivam was at the wheels, initially it was unknown person against whom the FIR was in fact registered. After a lot of hue and cry from the public, it was changed and they added Shivam Mishra's name to this particular FIR, and now Shivam Mishra has been arrested by the police. Shivam Mishra has been arrested after 5 days since the accident has occurred. This is what we understand as of now, that Shivam has been arrested after 5 days since the accident has occurred. Especially now questions being raised whether anything to do with his tests would, especially medical tests, would have any bearing, immediate bearing when it comes to the case itself. As it was said that immediately certain procedures should have been followed, his medical tests should have been conducted, but he was moved from Kanpur towards Delhi. They said that he suffered from a heart attack. These are all claims that have been coming in from his side, and that he was suffering from epilepsy as well. And this resulted his health condition deteriorating, and he was immediately moved to Delhi for better treatment. But however, just as he's landed in Kanpur, we have the police arresting him, and he's been taken to the police station where the arrest formalities are being completed. This is a big development that we are tracking at the moment. For those who are joining us with regard to what has happened in Kanpur, the accident involving a high-end luxury vehicle, the Lamborghini. The crash was caused by the son of a tobacco baron, Shivam Mishra, who was behind the wheels, as the police claim, has been arrested after 5 days. Now, the court had earlier declined to accept the surrender of the driver Mohan and had sought a detailed report from the police. Now, Mohan, speaking to reporters outside the court, had claimed that he was behind the wheels when Shivam Mishra the son of tobacco baron KK Mishra suffered a sudden seizure, causing him to lose control of the car. And he claimed that this is what led to the accident in which 6 people were injured. Meanwhile, the police maintained that the evidence, including the CCTV footage that they have been able to take and also from eyewitness accounts in that area, that the videos of bystanders also that was in fact taken removing a man believed to be Shivam from the driver's seat clearly show Shivam was driving at the time of the crash. This is how the police have in fact said, and they have ensured that initially which they had put out as unknown persons in the FIR has been later added a name to it, and they added the name of Shivam. The car has been seized and is now undergoing forensic examination. We are also joined in by Anila Singh, BJP spokesperson. Anila Singh, we've seen this high-profile crash accident that happened, and the person has been arrested after 5 days. Will the police have to answer for some of those lapses?
My Ramam to all, and how can you say that there was some sort of lapse? You cannot speculate here, you cannot judge. And it is the work of the police administration to do and do the work according to the process. Everybody knows that Uttar Pradesh is the state of Yogi Adityanath ji and very well known for its law and order. Do you think any government official, especially if I talk about the police administration, they are going to do anything willingly to protect somebody? Of course not. This country has got one law for everyone, whether the person comes from the rich class or the poor class. So the police administration is doing its job, and we should allow to do that.
Initially, they had filed an FIR against unknown persons, and there was a question about the medical test that was not carried out. The person was immediately flown away from Kanpur and was kept in Delhi, and only now has the person returned. And later, the police added the name of Shivam Mishra. So all these are questions, and also the SHO was pulled up as well.
Initially, Shivam Mishra's name was not there in FIR. Then later on, it was included. And the police has given its explanation for that. All right. So you cannot say that the FIR was not in the name of Shivam Mishra. And one of the person who had filed the complaint, he had said that I do not want to go ahead with this complaint and I take back my complaint. So today, you can always say, ask that why then the action is being taken against Shivam Mishra when the person who got the FIR done, he is saying I do not want to pursue my complaint. But the thing is, police administration knows what to do and what not to do. So just pointing out finger, oh, there is something wrong, there is something fishy, and the police administration is trying to protect Shivam Mishra because he is rich. Of course not. Our system is not that weak.
Well, Anila Singh, thank you for in fact joining us and giving us your perspective on the entire details. The Kanpur, the person behind the wheels that resulted in the crash in Kanpur, the accident, has been arrested. Anila Singh from the BJP, in fact, saying that the police is in fact doing their duty as well. But interestingly enough, insights coming in from former officers talking about the procedure that has to be carried out and how it is going to be difficult in certain aspects because the crucial early hours were in fact missed out as such. But however, finally the person has been arrested, and now the court had earlier declined the petition filed by the driver of Shivam, who had said that he was behind the wheels when the accident had taken place. Well, that surrender application that was moved in has been rejected by the court. The police now sticking to the fact that Shivam Mishra was behind the wheels when the accident took place. For those who are joining us, the person who was behind the wheels of the Lamborghini when the accident took place in Kanpur, which resulted in 6 people being injured, Shivam Mishra, has been arrested by the police. He was arrested after they got information that he had come back to Kanpur. Shivam Mishra was in Delhi, and these are in fact visuals of Shivam Mishra that has come in as of now. Inside the police station where the formalities are taking place. That is, in fact, Shivam Mishra, who has been brought in by the police, and the procedures taking place with regard to the case. He was arrested today, and he's been brought to the police station to carry on with the requisite formalities associated with the case. In fact, we are joined in by Abhijit Thakur from the ground. Abhijit, can you give us more details about the arrest? ये arrest कैसे हुआ? पुलिस ने बताया उन्होंने कि उनको information मिला था कि वो कानपुर आ गया है शिवम मिश्रा, और इनका टीम इनको arrest किया है. अब formalities क्या चल रहा है? Can you give us more information on that?
देखिए, जैसी जानकारी सामने आ रही है कि शिवम मिश्रा को देर शाम कल दिल्ली से कानपुर लाया गया, और उसके बाद पुलिस को ये सूचना मिली कि शिवम मिश्रा जो है वो कानपुर में अपने घर पर मौजूद है, जिसके बाद उसको वहां से पुलिस ने आज सुबह वहां से गिरफ्तार किया है, और उसके बाद उसका मेडिकल कराया गया. मेडिकल कराने के बाद उसको आज कोर्ट में पेश कर रही है पुलिस, और आगे कोर्ट का इस पर क्या रुख रहता है ये देखने वाली बात होगी. लेकिन फिलहाल जो जानकारी सामने आ रही है, सबसे बड़ी अपडेट यही है कि शिवम मिश्रा फिलहाल फाइनली अब पुलिस की पकड़ में है, और तमाम जो आंख मिचौली का खेल जो चल रहा था पुलिस और शिवम मिश्रा के बीच में, कल एक दूसरे ड्राइवर जो हैं उनको कोर्ट में पेश किया गया. कोर्ट ने उनका सरेंडर लेने से इनकार कर दिया. उसके बाद आज लगातार प्रेशर जो है वो शिवम मिश्रा के ऊपर बढ़ रहा था कि वो पुलिस के सामने आए, और वो छुपते हुए फिर रहे थे. लेकिन पुलिस को ये जानकारी मिली कि शिवम मिश्रा जो है वापस कानपुर में अपने घर पर मौजूद है. उसके बाद उनको वहां से पुलिस ने हिरासत में लिया है, और उसके बाद तमाम जो लीगल प्रोसीजर्स हैं उसको फॉलो करते हुए उसको कोर्ट में पेश किया जा रहा है. तो अब देखना ये होगा कि कोर्ट में आज जब उसकी पेशी होती है उसके बाद किस तरीके से इसमें आगे की कार्रवाई होती है, कोर्ट का क्या आदेश होता है. जी.
Alright, but this arrest has happened after 5 days. वो डिले के लिए पुलिस क्या बोल रहा है? What is the explanation that they had given?
तरफ से तो सबसे पहले जब प्राइमरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में पुलिस ने तो नाम ही नहीं दिया था शिवम मिश्रा का, उन्होंने अननोन के खिलाफ एफआईआर दर्ज किया था. लेकिन बाद में जैसे जैसे इसमें गुत्थियां सुलझती गई और तमाम सीसीटीवी एविडेंसेस और सब कुछ सामने आने लगे, उसके बाद पुलिस ने फाइनली ये स्वीकार किया कि गाड़ी जो ड्राइविंग व्हील्स पर थे वो शिवम मिश्रा ही थे. उसके बाद से तमाम ये कार्रवाई जो है वो होनी शुरू हुई है. लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी सबसे ज्यादा चर्चा इस बात की थी कि तमाम सबूतों के बावजूद शिवम मिश्रा जो है वो पुलिस की पकड़ से बाहर है. तो कहीं ना कहीं दबाव जो है वो पुलिस पर लगातार इस पूरे मामले में बनता जा रहा था, और यही कारण है कि पुलिस ने अपनी तफ्तीश इसमें तेज की, और उसके बाद अब शिवम मिश्रा को इस पूरे मामले में गिरफ्तार किया गया. लेकिन इस पूरी प्रक्रिया में 5 दिन हो गए, और 5 दिन में तमाम ड्रामेटिक टर्न ऑफ इवेंट्स जो है वो देखने को मिले. कभी कोई ड्राइवर आके क्लेम करता है कि वो गाड़ी चला रहा था, तमाम सीसीटीवी फुटेज सामने आते हैं जिसमें शिवम मिश्रा गाड़ी चलाते हुए दिखते हैं. तो ये आंख मिचौली का खेल जो है प्रशासन और जो आरोपी हैं उनके बीच में चलने के बाद अब आज फाइनली पुलिस की पकड़ में शिवम मिश्रा आ गए हैं, और अब देखना होगा कि आगे किस तरीके से प्रोसीजर को फॉलो किया जाता है.
तो इनका स्टेटमेंट रिकॉर्ड करेगा, और आफ्टर टेकिंग द स्टेटमेंट इनका कुछ मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन है, या आफ्टर दैट ही विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड इन कोर्ट. सो अब स्टेशन में व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? इसका स्टेटमेंट रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है?
निश्चित तौर पर सबसे पहले जब पुलिस ने शिवम मिश्रा को गिरफ्तार किया, उसके बाद उसको थाने लेकर जाकर जो प्रोसीजर होता है वहां पर वो फॉलो करते हैं, उनके स्टेटमेंट्स को रिकॉर्ड करते हैं. उसके बाद उनको मेडिकल के लिए ले जाया जाता है. मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन के बाद कोर्ट में पेश करने की प्रक्रिया होती है, जिसमें कि जो समय लगता है अब उनको कोर्ट में पेश आज किया जाएगा, और उसके बाद देखने वाली बात होती है कि कोर्ट किस तरह के आदेश इसमें देता है. जिस तरीके की केस उनके ऊपर है, धाराएं उनके ऊपर है, और जिस तरीके से पुलिस को उन्होंने एक तरीके से मौके से भागने का काम किया, ना कि पुलिस के सामने वो जाकर पेश हुए थे. तो तमाम संदेह जो है पुलिस को उनके ऊपर है कि क्या जिस वक्त वो गाड़ी चला रहे थे वो नशे की हालत में थे, और इसलिए उनको मौके से तुरंत उनके बाउंसर जो है वो उठाकर और सेफली वहां से लेकर गए, और रातों रात वो कानपुर से दिल्ली पहुंच गए. तो तमाम ऐसे पहलू हैं इस पूरे केस में. अब जिन सवालों के जवाब हैं वो पुलिस को भी चाहिए, और लोग भी इन सवालों के जवाब पूछ रहे हैं कि अगर शिवम मिश्रा ड्राइविंग व्हील्स पर नहीं थे तो उन्हें भागने की क्या जरूरत थी, 5 दिनों तक उन्हें गायब रहने की क्या जरूरत थी, अगर उन्हें इलाज कराना था तो क्या कानपुर में या उत्तर प्रदेश में कहीं उनको सुटेबल इलाज नहीं मिल सकता था कि उन्हें रातों रात कानपुर लेकर जाना पड़ा, और अगर उन्हें सीजर की शिकायत थी तो वो इतनी तेज रफ्तार सुपर कार में आखिर घूम क्यों रहे थे, उसे ड्राइव क्यों कर रहे थे. तो तमाम ऐसे सवाल हैं जो कि उनसे पूछताछ भी की जाएगी, और निश्चित तौर पर जब आज कोर्ट में पेश उनको किया जाएगा तो पुलिस उनकी रिमांड मांगेगी इन्हीं तमाम सवालों के जवाब तलाशने के लिए.
और अभिजीत, अब more visuals are coming in from the station area. We can see him seated at the location, and the police presence is also quite high in the station area as well. In the meanwhile, उनका ड्राइवर ने बोला कि वो ड्राइव कर रहा था और इनको एपिलेप्सी हुआ है. That has been rejected by the court. After that rejection is when the arrest has happened. So the process has been speeded up only after that, hasn't it?
जी, निश्चित तौर पर जो ड्राइवर है वो पहुंचे थे कोर्ट में सरेंडर करने के लिए और क्लेम करने के लिए कि गाड़ी वो चला रहे थे. उन्होंने अपनी तरफ से एफिडेविट भी कोर्ट में दी, लेकिन कोर्ट ने उनके सरेंडर रिक्वेस्ट को रिजेक्ट कर दिया था. उन्होंने कहा कि आपके खिलाफ कोई मामला नहीं है, पुलिस ने आपको नामजद ही नहीं किया और आप वांटेड नहीं है पुलिस की तरफ से, तो हम आपकी इस एप्लीकेशन को कैसे एंटरटेन कर सकते हैं. तो वो रिजेक्ट की गई थी और उसके बाद पुलिस के ऊपर चूंकि निश्चित तौर पर एक दबाव था कि वो जल्दी से जल्दी शिवम मिश्रा को पकड़े और आज शिवम मिश्रा को पेश किया जाएगा कोर्ट में, तो निश्चित तौर पर इनकी सरेंडर एप्लीकेशन जो है वो एक्सेप्ट की जाएगी. लेकिन उससे पहले सरेंडर एप्लीकेशन से पहले चूंकि पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार कर दिया है, तो पुलिस के ऊपर अब आगे की कार्रवाई का जो अधिकार है वो बनता है और वो उनकी रिमांड जो है वो डिमांड कर सकते हैं. तो ये तमाम डेवलपमेंट्स हैं जो कि अभी सामने आ रही हैं और अब सब कुछ कोर्ट के फैसले पर डिपेंड करता है कि कोर्ट उन्हें कितने दिन की रिमांड देती है और आगे क्या प्रक्रिया फॉलो करती है.
Well, thank you, Abhijit, for in fact giving us all those details. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the Bulletin. Stay tuned to News 9 for further news updates.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News 9, English news as it should be.
रश्मि, ये मैडम बड़े शहर से छोटे शहर बसने जा रही है, बताओ. छोटे छोटे शहरों में ही तो है बड़े बड़े अखाड़े. नए नए दावपेच सीखेगी और फ्यूचर में मेडल जीतेगी. पर बेटा, इनका फ्यूचर?
बड़े पापा, SBI लाइफ से इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर है.
अभी तो इसकी जीत का इरादा पक्का है. करो पूरे अपने इरादे, अपनों से किए सभी वादे. SBI लाइफ अपने लिए, अपनों के लिए.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है. आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया.
Philippines.
When drinking water turns deadly, it demands answers.
What is really going on there?
News9 brings you.
Imagine water that you drink.
Contaminated drinking water in Indore, revealing a disturbing link to at least 15 reported deaths.
Typhoid outbreak in tribal areas. 104 patients.
After 15 people were killed.
Foul, frothy water from taps.
You would assume it's safe. It turned deadly.
Because how is that happening?
Different cities. One national crisis. Bharat. Quest for clean water. News 9. In your interest.
Delhi is losing the fight against pollution.
This is not a story of just children. This is the story of every elderly person in the national capital region.
Delhi's hazardous air quality.
Smog capital of the world.
Delhi pollution has left us sick and exposed, also frankly embarrassed.
Hazardous air quality are disrupting daily life.
Growing issue of a toxic air looming large over Delhi.
Delhi's air quality index has been hovering between 300 and 400 for the past week. The culprit was the same PM 2.5, the main pollutant which is emitted from heavy industries, power plants, vehicles,
stop burning and coal-based heating.
The overall air quality of the city continues to remain in the very poor category.
We look at how Delhi is once again struggling with danger.
It's not just about today, it's about the future.
When Trump captures Maduro, News9 breaks it first.
It's happening far away, but it has tremendous consequence for the world.
What happens next?
Biggest international headline of the hour.
The US has conducted military strikes.
This is the Venezuelan president.
Maduro faces multiple charges, including narco-terrorism.
This is Maduro being taken to the New York court.
Donald Trump indicated that Greenland might be next. Where will Donald Trump stop?
A dramatic U.S. operation, power shifts in Venezuela. High-stakes geopolitics unfolding. What does this mean for Venezuela? What does it mean for the world? And what comes next? On point with the facts, unmissable insights. In your interest always. Fastest alerts, hard facts, 360-degree analysis. From breaking news to deep dives, when the world changes, News9 leads. News9, always on top.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
Hello and welcome viewers, you're watching News9 and I am Sabyasachi Roy Chaudhary, and let's cut across to the headlines first. 5 days since the Lamborghini crash in Kanpur, tobacco tycoon's son Shivam Mishra arrested from his home. UN report flags Jaish-e-Mohammed's role in the Delhi Red Fort blast. Report links Jaish to a series of attacks, including car bombing near Red Fort in November last year that killed 15 people in the national capital. Clashes break out between Awami League supporters and police during small surprise processions in Dhaka and other major cities in Bangladesh. Trump claims US now world's #1 energy producer, says US made historic trade deal with Japan, Korea, India to increase coal exports dramatically. US House of Representatives narrowly backs measure disapproving President Donald Trump's tariff on Canada, delivering a rare rebuke to the president in the Republican majority House. Viewers, now a breaking news coming in from the Kanpur Lamborghini crash case. The accused son of the tobacco baron Shivam Mishra has now been arrested. The court declined to accept the surrender of the driver Mohan and has sought a detailed report from the police. Mohan, speaking to reporters outside the court, claimed he was behind the wheel when Shivam Mishra, son of tobacco baron KK Mishra, suffered a sudden seizure, causing him to lose control of the luxury car. Mohan said that he was driving when the accident happened. He had a seizure and tried to hold him with one hand. The car hit a three-wheeler, climbed the divider and stopped. He added that the vehicle's automatic locking system prevented him from stepping out immediately, and that he later shifted Shivam to the driver's seat before exiting.
ये गाड़ी जब तुम चला रहे थे, तुम्हारे मालिक बगल में बैठे थे क्या? क्या हो गया था उनको?
दौड़ा पड़ गया।
दौड़ा पड़ गया था। तुम्हें कैसे पता चला कि उनको दौड़ा पड़ा?
एकदम से उनके हाथ पैर वगैरह कांपने लग गया और ये मेरी तरफ गिर गए थे, बेहोश होके मेरे ऊपर गिर गए।
हाँ, तो तुमने पहले फिर जब उनको दौरा पड़ा तुमको कैसे पता चला और तुमने किसको बुलाया?
नहीं, मैंने किसको भी नहीं बुलाया। तो पीछे जो गाड़ी आई,
फिर उनको कहाँ ले गए? ये नहीं पता। इस गाड़ी के शीशा तोड़ने किसने निकाला था?
बाउंसर ने निकाला।
तो आप कहाँ था उस टाइम?
उनको एकदम से दरवाजा उन्होंने खोले, मैं नीचे की तरफ आ गया।
गाड़ी शीशा किस तरफ था?
राइट साइड का।
साइड बताइए किस तरफ का?
राइट साइड का।
ड्राइवर साइड का बताइए।
जो इस मुकदमे का वादी है उसका जो समझौतानामा है वो समझौतानामा भी कोर्ट में प्रस्तुत किया है, जिसमें कि इंजर्ड जो कंप्लेनेंट है उसने इस बात की शिनाख्त की कि इस गाड़ी को मोहनलाल ही चला रहा था। न्यायालय के सामने इस आशय का मोहनलाल का शपथ पत्र भी दिया गया। न्यायालय ने सारे बिंदुओं पर सुनवाई के बाद में आदेश को सुरक्षित रख लिया है। आदेश का प्रतीक्षा कीजिए।
कितनी देर में आ जाएगा?
अब ये तो साहब ही बता सकते हैं कि वो कितनी देर में आदेश करेंगे। मैं भी प्रतीक्षा कर रहा हूँ, आप लोग भी प्रतीक्षा कीजिए।
देखिए, सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि वो कानपुर आया हुआ है। इस सूचना के आधार पर हमारी टीमों ने कार्रवाई करते हुए उसको गिरफ्तार किया और गिरफ्तार करके माननीय न्यायालय में प्रस्तुत किया गया है।
कितनी टीमें लगी थी इसमें?
5 टीमें गठित की गई थी। उन टीमों ने प्रयास करके गिरफ्तारी कर ली।
क्या कुछ बताया?
देखिए, पुलिस की कार्रवाई में विवेचना में समग्र तथ्य प्रकाश में आ चुके हैं कि एक्सीडेंट के वक्त शिवम मिश्रा ही गाड़ी चला रहा था और उसमें आवश्यक अग्रिम कार्रवाई की जा रही है।
Has been arrested in the Kanpur crash case, and he has been arrested after 4 days. Now, several claims were made by the family members of Shivam Mishra. Shivam Mishra, the son of tobacco businessman KK Mishra, was arrested this morning from Kanpur 5 days after his speeding Lamborghini crashed into pedestrians and multiple vehicles in the city, and the arrest caps 3 days of confusion and contradictory claims over who was operating the vehicle. Viewers, the first visual of Shivam Mishra after his arrest have emerged, and the video shows him at a hospital under police custody, making his first public appearance since the accident. Now in the footage, viewers, police officials can be seen holding and assisting him as he walks through the hospital premises, and the video has now gone viral. And according to the Kanpur police, Mishra's medical tests were conducted after his arrest, and he was produced in a local court today. And DCP Central Kanpur Atul Kumar Srivastava said that they had got this information that Shivam Mishra is in Kanpur and 5 teams were formed, and they have arrested him, and he has been presented in court. And in the investigation, it has been found that during the accident, Shivam Mishra was driving the car. Now viewers, the incident happened in an upscale part of Kanpur on Sunday afternoon, leaving at least 6 people injured and triggering a major controversy. Viewers, footage emerged 24 hours after the crash, showing a bouncer pulling Shivam Mishra out of the driver's seat of the Lamborghini. Locals can be heard in the background urging people to record videos. Now viewers, a fresh twist in this case emerged after Shivam Mishra's lawyer Narendra Kumar Yadav claimed that the permanent driver of the luxury car has taken full responsibility for the accident.
जो भी आदेश होगा वो आपके सामने होगा।
जो लगातार जिस तरह से कल आप मोहन यादव आए, मोहन यादव की कोर्ट ने कि भाई वो इसमें एक्यूज ही नहीं है, और अब जिस तरह पुलिस शिवम मिश्रा को आई, क्या लगता है शिवम मिश्रा की बेल होगी?
तजुर्बे की बात तो अलग है। हमारा काम है अपना पक्ष माननीय न्यायालय के सामने रखना। माननीय न्यायालय उसमें क्या आदेश करते हैं वो बात का विषय, जो भी आदेश होगा वो आपके सामने होगा।
आपको क्या लगता है कितना समय लगेगा इस कोर्ट प्रोसीडिंग में?
मेरे ख्याल से 2-2.5 घंटे हो जाना चाहिए।
2-2.5 घंटे हो जाना।
हाँ।
अच्छा, एक लास्ट कुछ शिवम चंद्र बात करें, शिवम को लाए कहाँ से? आवाज से गिरफ्तार किया है या पुलिस ने अरेस्टिंग की है। अब वो कहाँ से लेकर के आए हैं, मेरी जहाँ तक जानकारी, कोई एम्बुलेंस से अपने निवास स्थान को जा रहे थे। शिवम की तबीयत खराब थी, दिल्ली में?
जी बिल्कुल तबीयत खराब थी।
अगर दिल्ली से लाए
ये पुलिस, क्योंकि पुलिस ने अरेस्टिंग की है, ये जानकारी हमें नहीं कि पुलिस ने कहाँ से अरेस्ट किया है। अभी हमने, क्योंकि माननीय न्यायालय के सामने सरेंडर प्रार्थना पत्र दे दिया हुआ है, उसमें अभी सुनवाई हो जाने दीजिए, देखते हैं। सरेंडर प्रार्थना पत्र दिया हुआ है। ठीक है, थैंक यू।
Well, viewers, you were hearing the lawyer. They say that they have submitted a surrender plea in front of the local court in Kanpur, and Mohan's lawyer moved a surrender application before the court, and he appeared on Wednesday to formally surrender. However, the police in their report did not name him as an accused, and taking note of the police stand, the court refused to accept Mohan's surrender and sought a detailed report from the local police station. Now, viewers, despite the claim, police said that the evidence clearly point at Shivam. The police commissioner said that CCTV footage, eyewitnesses accounts and other material show Shivam was driving when the Lamborghini rammed into the people and vehicles. And senior officials also cited videos allegedly showing bystanders pulling a man believed to be Shivam from the driver's seat immediately after the crash. Now, viewers, the FIR that was registered against an unidentified driver but was later amended to name Shivam as the accused, and the supercar has been seized for forensic examination. Viewers, the defense also claimed that the complainant no longer wants to pursue the case. Shivam's lawyer said that Tawfiq had reached a mutual settlement and did not wish to initiate legal action. He further alleged that Mohan was driving and paid compensation for the victim's medical treatment and losses. Viewers, sources also claim that Tawfiq was called to the police station on the day of the crash itself, where a written settlement was signed in the presence of then station house officer, and the SHO was later removed from charge and sent to lines. Well, viewers, let's cut across to Kiran Bedi, former IPS, who had an exclusive conversation with News9 on the arrest of Shivam Mishra.
Kiran Bedi, you have known this particular story, the Lamborghini accident that's happened in Kanpur. There was initial delay with regard to naming a person in that FIR, and later, after a lot of hue and cry, the person's name was included. And after 3 to 4 days, the arrest has taken place. How do you, in fact, see this entire procedure? Is it according to procedure or procedural lapses that we are seeing?
Yes, police will have to do a lot of explaining. The area SHO or the investigating officer shall have to do, unfortunately, avoidable explaining. Had they done this right away on FIR as it is, as they saw the incident, I think it would have protected, and it would have been just both for victim if he was innocent, but also good for prosecution to prove. So it would have worked both ways. So I think defense has caused itself a lot of pressure, but then they have some very learned lawyers on the other side who probably may succeed in casting an element of benefit of doubt. But trial will take a longer time, because arguments now would be both sides, the reasons for delay and the reasons for disappearing from Kanpur for medical evidence to Delhi, and the reasons for not taking into account all that was, and naming the or recording the FIR as it was at that time. So I think, and by the way, supplementary FIRs can also be registered, as in this case, the name has been added. So it could have been added. Later on, the name could have been excluded in the investigation. So I think it's safer for police to go by the book of the law, the spirit of the law, letter of the law, and then seek justice. Because police is there to do justice to the situation and not save or accuse. That's the domain of the courts.
As a former IPS officer, how important is that FIR when it's first filed? Does it have a bearing? And as you said, supplementary FIRs can also be added. How does the case become strong with that first FIR itself?
First FIR has a very high evidentiary value, but it can be an innocent situation where you may not know and you may not insert a name wrongly. So remember, it's the intention. It's the intention which happens. At that time, there is no information who has done it. You record an FIR as it is, but as soon as you know, you record a supplementary FIR. it has a very high evidentiary value. It is. Remember, it's always the intention behind any work which the police does.
And in this particular case, it was a Lamborghini. Not many people in this country own that kind of Lamborghini. In Kanpur also, very few people would be having a Lamborghini. The registration plates were there. It could have been easily traced.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So that whatever you can do, as soon as incident happens, whether it's the accused or the medical evidence or the confiscation of the vehicle or the statements of the witnesses or the recall of all the evidence which is on CCTV cameras, and you videograph the witnesses right away, the more urgent, more close it is to the incident, higher the evidentiary value for the courts. Because the courts will review all the videos according to the new law. You can videograph everything. So now you can produce those videographs in time. It's real time. So when it's real-time investigation, it certainly has more value. Real-time FIR, real-time CCTV, real-time recording of statements, real-time videographs, real-time medical evidence. So real-time saves a lot of time also of the judges, of the courts in trial. Otherwise, all this goes into arguments for and against, and then that's where the accused get the benefit of doubt.
Now, you have spoken about the kind of procedure that is there. How important is there for the medical test? Because that medical test is something that crucially seemed to have missed the entire opportunity to have that strong FIR.
Yes, it will need now more and more of forensics, because now these urine sample and the blood sample after 4 days, how relevant, how credible, how scientifically proven it would be, whether there were traces of alcohol or not, or the man was epileptic or not, or any other disease, or a heart attack. All this now, see, as I said, it is a lot of pressure now on the medical evidence. So now more evidence of the doctor's time, more time of the doctor. Had it been done, this matter should have been sorted out within the same day, investigation. But now this trial will take you months and years. And then by the time public memory being short, he would probably get the benefit of doubt, because he'll have army of very packed lawyers on one side, and on the other hand, he will have the prosecutors on the other side. But then prosecutors is not just one case at a time. Prosecutors are overwhelmed with lots of other cases as well.
The police, however, maintained that evidence, including CCTV footage, eyewitnesses' account, and videos of bystanders removing a man believed to be Shivam from the driver's seat, clearly shows Shivam was driving at the time of the crash. And the police had initially lodged an FIR against an unidentified driver, which later amended to name Shivam. The car has been seized for forensic examination. However, the Kanpur Police Commissioner has rejected the claims that the driver Mohan was at the driver's seat. Viewers, a lot of questions are currently being raised that why wasn't the medical conducted immediately. Now, viewers, several claims have been made by the family members. They have rejected all these allegations, and the family has been maintaining that Shivam suffers from epilepsy and is undergoing treatment in the national capital, while denying allegations of speeding or intoxication. The Kanpur police, however, have rejected those claims, reiterating that technical and visual evidences places Shivam behind the wheel at that time of the crash. And viewers, according to KK Mishra, Shivam began losing consciousness while returning from civil lines, after which the driver slowed down and an auto rickshaw struck the car. Security personnel in an accompanying SUV allegedly broke the window to rescue him. Now, the family has been rejecting all the claims that has been made by the police so far in the investigation. Meanwhile, viewers, Shivam Mishra, the son of tobacco businessman KK Mishra, was arrested today morning from Kanpur 4 days after his speeding Lamborghini crashed into pedestrians and multiple vehicles in the city. And the arrest caps 3 days of confusion and contradictory claims over who was operating the vehicle. Viewers, on the screen you can see the visuals of Shivam Mishra after his arrest have emerged, and the video shows him at a hospital under police custody, making his public appearance since the incident. And in the footage, police officials can be seen holding and assisting him as he walks through the hospital premises, and the video has gone viral on social media. Viewers, according to the Kanpur police, Shivam Mishra's medical tests were conducted after his arrest, and he was produced in a local court today. And the DCP Central Kanpur, Atul Kumar Srivastava, said that they had got this information that Shivam Mishra is in Kanpur, and 5 teams were formed and they arrested him, and he had been presented in court. And in the investigation so far, it has been found that during the accident, Shivam Mishra was driving the car. Viewers, the lawyers who's representing Shivam Mishra said they have moved a surrender plea in the Kanpur court and are looking to get some relief from the local court. Viewers, the incident happened in an upscale part of Kanpur on Sunday afternoon, leaving at least 6 people injured and triggering a massive controversy. And footage emerged 24 hours after the crash, showing bouncers pulling Shivam Mishra out of the driver's seat of the Lamborghini, and locals also can be heard in the background urging people to record videos. Now, viewers, a lot of twists and turns were seen in the case, and one of them was in the case after Shivam Mishra's lawyer Narendra Kumar Yadav had claimed that the permanent driver of the luxury car has taken full responsibility for the accident. Viewers, according to Shivam Kumar's lawyer, driver Mohan had submitted an affidavit stating that he and not Shivam Mishra was behind the wheel when the Lamborghini rammed into pedestrian and vehicles, injuring a man on Sunday evening. Viewers, a lot of twists and turns have happened in the case so far, but finally Shivam Mishra has been arrested by the Kanpur police today morning, and he has been produced before the court, and the medical also has been conducted. And the incident occurred around 3 p.m. on February 8 on the VIP road, where a Lamborghini, a luxury Italian sports car priced at over 10 crore, plowed into pedestrians and other vehicles before coming to a halt after mounting a divider. Now, viewers, an FIR was later filed by one of the injured, an 18-year-old e-rickshaw driver, Mohammad Tawfiq. Now, viewers, Shivam, 35, was presented before the Kanpur court, which sent him to a police remand. And during the hearing, the officials said that Shivam was arrested for non-cooperation in the investigation and evading police. Now, viewers, the case took a dramatic turn a day earlier when a man identified as Mohan claimed to be the designated driver said that he and not Shivam was behind the wheel at the time of the crash. Viewers, moving on, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju has released a video proof of Congress MP storming into Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla's chamber and hurling abuses at him. Sharing the video on social media X, Rijiju showed how Congress MPs pointed fingers at the Lok Sabha Speaker and spoke in an unparliamentary manner. Kiran Rijiju also accused the Congress MPs of threatening Honorable Prime Minister. The fresh allegation come amid an escalating standoff between the government and the opposition in the parliament. On Tuesday, opposition parties submitted notice to remove Om Birla as Lok Sabha Speaker. Opposition accused the Speaker of functioning in an blatantly partisan manner and demanded that he recuse himself from presiding over the House until the issue is resolved. Viewers, opposition leaders have also accused Om Birla of making false claims against Congress Member of Parliament, and after he referred to certain unexpected action in the Lok Sabha and urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi not to come to the House to reply to the motion of thanks on President's address.
20-25 कांग्रेस एमपीज स्पीकर का चैम्बर में जबरदस्त घुस गए, तो मैं भी दौड़ के गए कि भाई स्पीकर साहब के साथ क्या बदसलूकी किया जा रहा है। तो वहाँ इतना गाली गलौज किया गया। प्रियंका जी और वेणुगोपाल जी भी वही थे, उन्हीं के सामने में गाली किया है। वेणुगोपाल जी और प्रियंका गांधी जी ने गाली नहीं दिया, उनके मौजूदगी में कांग्रेस एमपीस लोग ने बहुत गाली दिया और कहा कि प्रधानमंत्री, देश का प्रधानमंत्री का हम लोग क्या करता है आप लोग देखो, प्रधानमंत्री जब आएंगे सदन में उसके साथ क्या करता है आप लोग देख लो, ऐसे दिया है। ऐसे बात करने का बाद वो रिकॉर्ड भी हुआ है उसका जो घटना है। हम तो इसको कहना नहीं चाहते थे, लेकिन अब कांग्रेस बार बार झूठ बात बोल रहे हैं तो हम लोग इसलिए बताया कि हम लोग ने कितना संयम के साथ काम किया है।
Viewers, Union Minister Kiran Rijiju alleged that 20 to 25 Congress MPs stormed into the Speaker Om Birla's chamber and abused him and threatened him and the Prime Minister during a parliamentary face-off, and shared what he claimed was an illegally recorded video of the incident. Now viewers, the minister also shared the video of the incident which he claimed was illegally recorded, triggering a fresh political flashpoint as tense proceedings in Parliament continue. Viewers, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Kiran Rijiju said that this is the illegal video clip taken by a Congress MP when 20 to 25 Congress MPs entered the chamber of Honourable Speaker, abused him and threatened him, threatened Honourable Prime Minister as well, and our party believes in debate and discussion and never encourage MPs to threaten physically. Now viewers, we are getting a reaction from Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Member of Parliament from Wayanad, on this claim made by Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Kiran Rijiju.
को अब्यूज